we have Apitraz. Now, Apitraz has some other points that you need to be aware of compared to Varroa. Now, you're not allowed to have honey supers on in Australia when you're using Apitraz, and it's only permitted for 6 weeks to be in the hive. The way I want people to start looking at Apitraz is for when their hives are at their weakest. Now, in warmer parts of Australia, what that might mean is when you have a pollen dearth, when you're making splits, when you're making news, okay? So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to have honey supers all the time. It's just when you're splitting, when you're expanding, when you've got a pollen dearth, and when your bees generally get weaker. So it's a really good way to have an option like this, so you can keep Varroa up your sleeve when you've got honey supers on or on your other organics, and then you keep this for when your bees are in your single, when you're making splits, or when you're making nukes. Simply goes in, and you can see here again that Desmond has kept his bee frames nice and clean, so how easy that slots in. Quick and easy. You can see that I've got latex gloves on as well, so I'm protecting my skin. I'll probably wash my hands after as well. So I've already inserted my strips, and I know that I'm going to have them in here for 6 weeks, and in 6 weeks time I'm going to come and pull them out. Now, the other thing I can do to make sure that know that my Varroa levels are going to be super low is to make sure my bee nutrition is really, really good. So I've got a strong box of bees here. I'm going to smoke the bees off the top. I've got my Vitahive patty in, and then I've also got an Ecrotek top feeder with sugar syrup to give the bees plenty of scores as well to make sure they get through the winter. And I know that in 6 weeks time I'll come back to a nice strong hive.